What's up, party people? Circle to Shoot here, back at it with another episodic playthrough series. Welcome back, and welcome to anyone that's new. Good to have you here. I'm going to be playing through Lord of the Rings Conquest for this next series, having just finished the Lord of the Rings The Return of the King. I will be playing the PC version of this, so taking a bit of a break from PS2 or 6th generation console games just for this video, just for this series I should say. But yeah, super excited for this one. For anyone that is familiar with the OG Star Wars Battlefront games that came out in the early 2000s, essentially this is the Lord of the Rings version of Battlefront. So I'm going to be playing through the single player campaign. So there's two versions to it. There's the good and the bad, and the bad version of the campaign is the biggest, one of the biggest what ifs, at least for me, in terms of gaming wise. It's just the whole plot twist to everything and how it could have gone. But anyway, I'll digress on that. I'm going to be playing with I have configured to play with a what do you call it? A controller, because I'm not really good with the keyboard and mouse unless it's like a first-person shooter or something, or third-person shooter. So I will be playing with a controller for this. But I'm going to do the training mission just to get myself a little bit more familiar. I have tested it out a little bit, but I just will show you guys everything that there is to show you in terms of the campaign. So we'll get started with that, because it is kind of, you know, part of the lore in a sense, the training mission.
It began long ago when the Dark Lord Sauron crafted a ring of power to enslave the world of Middle-earth. To resist his malice, a last alliance of elves and men marched forth against his armies of darkness. In the vales of Mordor, we fought for our lives and for our freedom. Learn well the arts of war, for they hold our only hope of victory.
Okay.
Archers ready! Fire!
Okay, so just like the Battlefront games, you can pretty much pick a class at the moment. Because we're doing the tutorial mission, it's just going to be starting out with the easiest one, which is the warrior class. So anyway, we'll pick this. Looks pretty good for a 2009 game, but on modern hardware. It was no easy it was no easy task to get this running, if I'm being honest, because I did have to run it off the old CD that I had when I purchased this, or DVD, whatever it is. But yeah, pretty easy.
That was merely a scouting party.
And you always have these people in your ears, unfortunately, telling you what to do and announcing what's going on. But anyway, the combos are pretty simple. You have 3 attacks. You have a light, you have a heavy attack, you have a middle attack, I should say. So light, medium, and heavy. And then you can also mix it up.
They won't give up. Neither must we.
I don't know what's going on, but I think I'm waiting for someone to come. Oh, I'm just supposed to perform it. Pardon me. Okay. Alright. I guess the game didn't trust me to be able to perform it on actual enemies before
Don't let up.
unless I practiced it. That's kind of hilarious. So, not bad. So these are all grunt enemies. There's different enemy types. These are the grunts, so they're basically just in it as filler to just kill things. You can't just be your of the other guys, otherwise you'll see later on as you fight enemies that are similar, such as, you know, warrior class or scouts. There's a couple of different. There's only 4 classes, which you'll see and we'll use throughout the campaign. Okay, so now it gets a little bit interesting. So we can do special attacks. So this just involves just holding down. If you're playing with the keyboard or if you're playing with a controller, you gotta hold down. In my case, I'm holding down the R2 button and then just hitting all these attack, the light, heavy. Each has a different maneuver. So this one attacks multiple enemies. This one sort of goes after enemies, and then this is like another. Oh, let's see. Okay. Can also jump as well. So yeah, they all have special, they all have different effects. Okay, so now I've got these. These are essentially the warrior class. Oh, gotta remember how to block. Okay. So one of the special moves is actually can get through an opponent's guard. I'm not guarding at the moment, but essentially if an opponent is blocking your attack, you can break it. It's not like they can block forever.
We have him.
Cool. Yeah, so you can block, but people can break through your guard. Cool. All right. Cool. And yeah, so now we've got the whole HUD. So there's our meter, health meter on the bottom left, and then our meter for special attacks on the bottom right. You can also throw range weapons as well. So in the warrior class, you can throw an axe. So we've got to follow up here now, because we've got an objective. So yep, killing enemies as well drops health orbs as well, which is cool. So you kind of have to earn your health. If you lose some, you gotta kill enemies to get it.
Only your crowd breaker attack can defeat them all.
Alright. Crowd break. Okay. So that's.
Light up the path to reach the hilltop.
So this attack that it's trying to get me to do now is that if you're in a bit of a bind, you can use, if you have a full meter, you can actually use it to get yourself out of a bind.
Well done! Your crowd breaker attack turned the tide of battle.
That's pretty cool. Just get rid of this, guys. Got to remember I've got to use the camera as well, which is annoying. But we'll get used to it. Haven't played a game like this in a while. We have to move the camera. Okay, so yeah, basically the whole premise of a lot of this game is being able to capture flags. It's very much like a PvP setup, but obviously this is the player versus environment, so PvE. But yeah. If you've played Star Wars Battlefront, you'll be all too familiar with this. Alright, so we've captured this area. Have those red lines popping up? It's probably just the... Don't know what that is.
This battle needs archer support.
Alright, so I've got to change class now, so now we're going to be an archer.
Archers are at the ready.
I think the archer is definitely my favorite class.
That archer won't bother us again.
So you can zoom in as well. So this here allows you to get headshots.
Archer spotted on the far ledge. A fine shot.
Cool.
Hurry while we have the advantage.
You also get special attacks as well. So this tutorial basically just shows you everything you need to know about the game, which is great if it hasn't been self-explanatory already. But it is a bit lengthy as well.
Stand ready, men. Here they come.
But I guess all the more information, the better. That red line is really annoying. Okay, so now we've got the special arrows that we can utilize. So these are special attacks.
Special arrows are quite deadly. Use them. Fort upon the ledge. Shoot them.
You can do multiple arrows. You can do fire arrows.
Strike multiple foes. Fire arrows will knock them down. Use them.
So the multi-arrows are pretty good for these grunts because it just gets rid of multiple ones at once. Poison arrows is, I don't know, whatever. Just slows them down or chops away at their health. Probably better for stronger enemies.
Only a scout can give us victory here.
Okay, so now we've gotten used to this. We're now going to be a scout.
Scout has answered our call. The scout must cloak himself with invisibility to slay them.
Alright, so this
He
guy's...
has infiltrated their lines with scout invisibility.
Oh, there we go. So this guy can perform can go invisible to get away if needed, but can also, whilst invisible, can go in and backstab enemies. Even heroes, as you'll see later on, as I'll try to attempt it. But essentially, these guys can't see you, and you're able to sort of go in and just kill so many different kinds of enemies with this backstab. Cool. So you can do a little bit more with this guy. Okay, he's got his attacks. Very much works like a warrior.
Special attacks can slay them. Use them.
Okay.
Now.
He also got special attacks as well, just like the warrior. So we've got all the same things. So you've got a guard break, which is the heavy attack version. Then you got the medium version, which is kicks, and this little ninja move. Oh, it does a little jump in attack too, which is cool.
A satchel bomb
All right.
creates a deadly ambush. Use
And
it.
then these guys' ranged attacks is a satchel bomb that attacks multiple enemies. It's like it's an AOE sort of attack, so area of attack. What is it again? AOE, area of effect. That's what it is. All right, so now we're going back to being
This is
a
it.
warrior.
We enter enemy land, and there's a control point that must be captured. Storm
All
it
right.
and show no mercy. Forward.
Okay, these lines are a little bit annoying. I think it's the objectives. I swear I haven't seen it happen. Maybe it's just the PC version that does that. Alright, so now we're getting really into the thick of it. Alright, now we just go ham and do whatever we want. Oh, there's a mage. We don't get to experience that just yet. Mages are pretty good. It's more of a support kind of class. Can be extremely effective. Should be capturing the point, but I just want to kill all these guys. Why not? Oh, getting attacked by a... Oh, I did get him.
Remain strong. The point is almost ours.
Yeah, so there's a lot of constant talking from the narrator in this game. It always changes for every mission.
For this fight, magic is our only hope of victory.
Alright, oh, so we do get to experience the mage, which is cool.
Unleash lightning bolts upon them.
Alright, so these guys are pretty cool. So if you hold down this lightning attack, you can actually attack multiple enemies, which is cool. Otherwise you just attack, it's not as strong. Cool. So it's very effective for these grunts to be able to kill many of them at once. Alright, so we've got a fire one. So that creates a little ring and just kills them. We can do this. Just a normal attack as well. They've got that. Can do that little crowd control attack, and then you can also heal your allies, which is probably the most effective thing. You can do a little shield as well, so this means like anything like so the shield basically doesn't allow you can basically shield yourself and your allies from being hit by arrows or a mage's magic like this fire thing or lightning. So it's pretty good. They're probably one of the most effective, I would say, classes in the game, support-wise. It's got to be very wary because up front, in terms of their close quarter combat, not so great. They've got defensive maneuvers to counter it, but if you don't, you got to remember that all these have a cooldown period, so you can't just spam them either. Oh, it's asking me to do this, which is why it's not progressing much. So at the moment I'm just blocking any incoming fire, if any's coming in. And then, yep, that's just a bash attack as well. So it's just, I've got a way to get out of. They're able to fire up in close quarters, but not so great at it. It's better to just keep a distance with them.
It is the Dark Lord, Sauron!
Hey!
Sauron is upon the field! He must be killed!
Oh, so now we get to play as a hero? Hero? Oh, hero. I meant to say hero, bloody hell. Started to be Japanese there. So yeah, basically same goes for, so the heroes can be different class. Isildur here is a warrior type of class, so he pretty much just plays exactly like a warrior does. So I'm just going to spam him. We're just going to spam Sauron with all of these special attacks because we've got lots of health to play with, it seems.
The greatest evil in this world comes forth. We must slay Sauron.
Oh crap. I'm going to go near the mages so they can heal me. So that's the one thing about having mages, is that you can go near them and they can heal you. Not doing a very good job. Oh, just wasted my whole meter. Bloody hell. Alright, stop bashing me. Take that. Hey. Bloody hell. Let's tear me a new one.
The Dark Lord Sauron slays all.
I think he's almost there.
He must be destroyed.
One more. Let's just get him in the head. Done. Take that.
It is over. At last, Sauron has fallen.
It is done. That's the tutorial out of the way.
The Dark Lord Sauron was overthrown that day, and the One Ring slipped from his iron grasp. And with its loss, Sauron was at last undone. But the power of the ring was not destroyed, and for as long as the ring exists, the spirit of Sauron lives on in our world. But the ring refused its new master and was lost, and for 2,500 years, Middle-earth was free of its evil.
Okay. So essentially this game is like, at least its campaign, and even its instant action, which is like you can just go and just play any map that you want, and just you can do all these different game modes. But essentially you're just playing through the greatest battles of the trilogy of the movie, that is. So anyway, we'll go into the actual campaign now since we did the training. So I'm just a filthy casual, so just be doing casual. And we start off with Helm's Deep. So yeah.
In the Third Age, war came again to Middle-earth, as the will of Sauron searched anew for his ring. The Dark Lord compelled many into his service, including Saruman, a once great and wise wizard. Thus war came to Rohan, forcing King Theoden to seek refuge in the fortress of Helm's Deep. And now a vast army shall assault these ancient walls with siege ladders and war machines. To survive, the defenders must hold the Deeping Wall and the gate to the keep, but all must beware the devilry of Saruman's devices.
Okay, so now we're starting with Helm's Deep. It's a good little tutorial mission to get used to. These first couple of I find this campaign is essentially just like a warm-up to being able to eventually play the evil campaign. Because in the evil campaign, it just pulls no punches, where this campaign does pull a lot of punches in the beginning. So essentially we're going to have these grunts coming up here to try and overwhelm us. But I am going to be here to essentially stop them from doing that. But I guess what I love about this this game is that regardless of how it was received back in the day, because it wasn't reviewed very well, but what I love about it is that it just lets you just be pretty much anybody, and you get to sort of rewrite how things are done. So it just gives you this like satisfactory level of control. I don't know. That's how I always felt about it. Lets you determine the outcome of how these battles turn out. Okay. So we're just getting grunts at the moment. Only got 30 more seconds to hold these guys off. Okay.
Hold the wall!
So these grunts don't really do much damage. It's the warrior counterparts, the archers, all of that they're the ones that do the damage. These guys are just filler.
Stop them! For now! Cut down the torchbearers any way you can!
Okay, so now we've got to get rid of these guys.
Exploding fire at the wall! Slay those torchbearers!
So I'm going to go change class to be able to get these guys from range rather than going down there. Oh. So I'm just going to shoot them from a distance and be safe about it.
Don't let any reach the wall!
So it's much easier than going down there and going back and forth. And these grunts don't do much damage, so
Slay the torchbearers!
we should be okay.
Bring them down!
Cool. Too easy, man. Oh. Guys,
Those torchbearers!
chill. Okay. Go.
For now we have prevailed. Retire to the keep before they come again.
Alright. Too easy. That's just the best way to do
To
it.
the keep!
Okay.
Catapult, smash the wall! The order soon break in! Retreat!
Alright, so we are going to get out of this area now. And I'll probably move on to be
Gate dare not fall!
I'll go back to being a warrior, I think, for this next part.
Main gate! Defend it! Keep them out!
Yep. Cool, because this is like, we've got to defend this area now.
Drive the Uruk
And
back!
I feel like the warrior, you need to be more of an offensive type of character for these kind of missions where you've got to defend or
Catapults! They
defend
are
or
fired
just
from
hold
the
the fort down. Offensive type's always much better. But what I like to do is just go all the way down the bottom and just thwart them from there rather than just like wasting energy just sitting there in one spot waiting for them to come to us. So I'll just go right to them. So you can actually, if you do die, you don't have to start again. You just essentially respawn. And if you see on the top right hand corner, there's a little helmet there with a number. And essentially that's the number of lives that you have. So as you progress those, you get more lives. And obviously as you die, if you reach 0, then you've got to restart all over again. Doing pretty good though. Not much longer to go, another 13 seconds. Got a nice little combo counter, combo counter going up.
We held the main gate valiantly, but the wall is breached and now
All
the
right.
gate is overrun. We must
I'm going to switch back to a... Oh, some guy just got yeeted from that explosion. So I'm going to go back to this because I can do much more of a impact as an archer for this next bit. Don't even ask me how I remember this stuff. I haven't played through the campaign at all. Just did some instant action before when I was testing it. It's all just kicking in now. Okay, so we've got to kill the warriors.
Collapse the caves and we are all trapped now. You must help me slay them.
Okay, 1. Much easier than going to actually fight them. Done. Too easy. Alright, cool. Get to play as Aragorn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. So Aragorn as well plays like a warrior type. He's got some pretty cool toys, like being able to summon the dead, I think. Hey. Oh, he's got that. So that's his guard breaker attack for summoning the dead. He shouldn't be able to do it at this point in the trilogy, but he does, and he's wearing his Gondor outfit as well. His Gondorian outfit from the Black Gate from the Return of the King. But playing as a hero is like, that's like the absolute most fun in this game. Cool, let's go. Ah man, this game is just so epic. Tell me this is not epic, guys. Oh, this is insane. I guess it's just it's ever so more easier being on casual. It's probably better. He just gets absolutely wrecked, these guys. Hey. It's not that you can't die on casual as well. Like, it does get rougher, especially in the Evil campaign. Hey. Okay, I probably should stay in the area so like I can actually... We've actually got Theoden fighting with us as well, which is pretty cool. I don't know where he is, somewhere. Oh, there he is. This is Theoden right here. This dude right here. Get out of here, bro. Okay. I will do what I need to do in terms of the objective now. This guy. Okay. So if you have enemies actually within this area, you can't actually capture the area, so you've got to make sure you just keep on clearing them out. So that should be it, I think. And Theoden, clear them out. Alright. Okay. clear these guys out. Capture this area now. Aragorn's pretty good. There we go. That goes that guy. Oh. Oh, the shoulder charge just yeeted him. Oh. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, I keep pushing the jump button by accident. I don't mean to do that. Stop. Okay. What's good about his heavy special attack is that you're able to hit multiple enemies with it. Okay. Done.
They swarm forward! Defend the remains of the deeping wall! Do not let them pass!
Alright, so here we can just go ham. Even though you're just supposed to be protecting this area, I just like to go out and just kill everybody and only come back if I need to. I mean, this is just the ultimate fantasy, man. When they released this game, like, I literally remember just going to the department store first thing, 8 a.m. on I think it was released on a Sunday morning, and I was there, one of the very first people to enter the department store to buy this, while nobody else bought it. It was just me. When I remember just hearing about this, I was just so excited for it. Okay. Only 30 more seconds to go. I haven't really been required to block at all, which is hilarious.
Fill the breach with their bodies!
Just gonna expand this. Okay. We're almost done. Done.
They dwindle in number! The day is ours!
We did it. All right.
Through the bravery and sacrifice of many, King Theoden has led the people of Rohan to victory. But the danger has not passed, for the pits of Isengard and Moria yet remain, and Sauron directs all evil from atop his dark tower. Yet the seeds of resistance have been planted, for Gondor still stands defiant, and an ancient slumbering power has now awakened to aid their cause. And in this great war, the White Wizard shall lead us, for it is his destiny to contest Sauron for the fate of all of Middle-earth.
Alright guys, so yeah, that was basically the first mission. The next one's going to be Isengard, and then we're going to be doing that in the next video. Don't have much time to play at all today, so definitely we'll probably be resuming tomorrow to do another couple of missions. But anyway guys, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully see you in the next one.